The strike side, you want to line right up with the edge.
All the way down.
And you want to line up the top. If you look, you'll see that little angle. Sorry, right there. The farthest point. There's a narrow one. So you can see it's kind of at an angle like this. So the farthest point's right there, and that's where you want to line it up at. Scribe our line on the hinge side that we're going to be cutting off. What we want to do that is we don't want to cut any more off of the knob side, because there's a block over there and you only have so much room. So you can take more off of the hinge side than you can that side. So right now we can mark our strike plate location. You can use any straight edge type thing, just go right to the edge, so we know where to put our jig there. And also we can mark the bore location too. Now you usually want to cut, you can set, if you have a little 6.5 inch skill saw that's set back from your guide, but you want to use something like 5.5 inches so the motor doesn't hit on your clamps. Alright, now that's done, we're going to run it down one more time just to make sure it's cut nice and straight and we didn't have any wobbles. Make sure you got your spots all set. The most important place to be lined up is the top. Now you can see even right here it's a little bit off, so we got to go at the bottom and square back up. Alright, now let's mark our hinge placements. You got your spots usually. Most doors, some older ones have just 2. Another thing I like to do is mark what side the hinges are on, or that the radius is on. Another thing I like to do is mark what side the radius is on the hinges on there. And you'll know you have it lined up because you marked your spot. See the little line there? You line her right up, and just like that. So as you're drilling, I'm moving the drill like this, so it cuts better like that. And you're pretty much going to stop when the top of your bit gets right there, and you can reach underneath and you can feel a drill bit through the other side of the door. And go till about you feel, I don't know, enough to grab it with your fingernail. You don't want to go all the way through because they'll blow it out. Alright, so you can kind of see that little hole right there. We'll put the drill in reverse. It won't grab the door that easy then. We'll start it. She pretty much comes right out. I like to put a couple doors down for the door to sit on. I prefer to drill straight down. It's a lot more easier to control and get a straight hole. Just like that, you got the hole and the board. So on the strike plate hinge, you got 2 spots, 1 3/4, 1 3/8 for the depth set. I mark mine so because I'm always doing the same one. Just put your router in there. And you don't want to ever lift up your router while it's running. Let it come to a complete stop in the jig. Alright, so you got your hinge placement jig. You got the little things. These things are reversible to 1/4 inch and 5/8. Right now they're set at 5/8. You just line them up on your edges there. Then also you got this depth gauge. You'll have to re-gauge it. Here, as you see, it's a little wibbly wobbly. Then you have this little notch. Start your router up in there. And just like that, there's a hinge done. Get your router. And that door is officially done.